Well, more Johnson & Johnson vaccines have arrived in the country just in time to mark the commemoration of a year under lockdown. Our reporter Heidi Giokos is covering the story for us. She joins us now live. So Heidi, another batch of Johnson & Johnson vaccines arriving this morning. What do we know?
Yes, so we do know that about 40,000 doses of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine arrived this morning. We were expecting the arrival tomorrow, but we do understand that plane touched down carrying those Johnson & Johnson vaccines this morning. This takes the total amount of the Johnson & Johnson vaccines in the country since February to about 300,000. And if you just look at how many healthcare workers have been vaccinated to date, we know it's just under or just over 220,000. And of course, Shahan, there's been much criticism with how slow government has been trying to get the vaccines in. Of course, the AstraZeneca vaccine program was put on hold. That was a complete setback for government. And there has been a gamble and literally a bun fight trying to get the vaccines into the country. But we do know that in terms of the Johnson & Johnson vaccines, that is based on the Systemcode trial, which was established to bring in the Johnson & Johnson vaccines before they registered in the country by the regulator on a vaccine basis, which means once the vaccine is registered, it can come into the country at a bigger dose and not the limited batches that we are seeing at this stage.
Yeah, so where do we see this Systemcode trial now, given that we received 40,000 more? Will we be seeing more Johnson & Johnson vaccines come in?
Yes, so we do understand, according to Professor Linda Gale Becker, who is the co-lead investigator of the Systemcode trial, indicating to us that so far we have received, as mentioned, about 300,000 Johnson & Johnson vaccines, and initially 500,000 Johnson & Johnson vaccines were promised. So it's another about 200,000 that we're still expecting of J&J vaccines. And this is going to be crucial to try and get as many healthcare workers vaccinated as possible. Of course, the deadlines have been pushed back by government. We were supposed to have inoculated over 1 million healthcare workers by the end of this month, and now that's been pushed to mid-April. So the Systemcode trial will still be ongoing until mid-April, when we're expecting the further Johnson & Johnson vaccines. And of course, the Health Minister, Dr. Zweli Mkhize, indicating previously that we will be getting Pfizer vaccines, about 9 million between now and June. So that's going to be crucial, Shahan, given the fact that we are moving into a colder season, and the vaccine is one of our weapons to fight COVID-19. But that's where we stand for now. An additional 40,000 Johnson & Johnson vaccines are in the country.
All right, thanks for that. We're going to leave it right there. Heidi Giokos.